Hi, my name's Amanda and I'm a pharmacist. These are my flashcards with audio of the top 200 drugs. If you find this video useful, please press the like button and subscribe to my channel and share it with others who may find it helpful too. Thanks, I really appreciate it. Acetaminophen, brand name Tylenol. Acetaminophen is a medication for mild pain and fever. Acetaminophen butalbital and caffeine, brand name Fioricet. Acetaminophen butalbital and caffeine is a medication for tension headache. Acyclovir, brand name Zovirax. Acyclovir is an antiviral for herpes and varicella virus. Adalimumab, brand name Humira. Adalimumab is a tumor necrosis factor inhibitor for rheumatoid arthritis and psoriasis. Albuterol, brand name Proventil or Ventolin. Albuterol is a beta-2 bronchodilator for asthma and other lung diseases. Alendronate, brand name Fosamax. Alendronate is a bisphosphonate for osteoporosis prevention and treatment. Allopurinol, brand name Xalaprim. Allopurinol is a xanthine oxidase inhibitor for gout prevention. Alprazolam, brand name Xanax. Alprazolam is a benzodiazepine for anxiety. It's a DEA Schedule 4. Amiodarone, brand name Pacerone or Cordarone. Amiodarone is an antiarrhythmic for irregular heartbeat. Amitriptyline, brand name Elavil. Amitriptyline is a tricyclic antidepressant. Amlodipine, brand name Norvasc. Amlodipine is a calcium channel blocker for high blood pressure. Amlodipine benazepril, brand name Lotrel. Amlodipine benazepril is a calcium channel blocker ACE inhibitor combination for high blood pressure. Amoxicillin, brand name Amoxil. Amoxicillin is a penicillin antibiotic. Amoxicillin with clavulanic acid, brand name Augmentin. Amoxicillin with clavulanic acid is a penicillin antibiotic. Amphetamine with dextroamphetamine, brand name Adderall. Amphetamine with dextroamphetamine is a central nervous system stimulant for ADHD. It's a DEA Schedule 2. Apixaban, brand name Eliquis. Apixaban is a direct factor 10A inhibitor blood thinner. Aripiprazole, brand name Abilify. Aripiprazole is an antipsychotic. Aspirin, brand name Ecotrin. Aspirin is an antiplatelet blood thinner. Atenolol, brand name Tenormin. Atenolol is a beta blocker for high blood pressure and irregular heartbeat. Atomoxetine, brand name Strattera. Atomoxetine is a non-stimulant medication for ADHD. Atorvastatin, brand name Lipitor. Atorvastatin is an HMG-CoA reductase inhibitor for high cholesterol. Azithromycin, brand name Zithromax. Azithromycin is a macrolide antibiotic. Baclofen, brand name Leoracel. Baclofen is a muscle relaxant. Benazepril, brand name Lotensin. Benazepril is an ACE inhibitor for high blood pressure. Benzonatate, brand name Tessalon Pearls. Benzonatate is a cough suppressant. Brimonidine, brand name Alpha-GAM P. Brimonidine is an alpha-2 agonist eye drop for glaucoma. Budesonide, brand name Pulmicort. Budesonide is an inhaled steroid for asthma or COPD. Budesonide with formoterol, brand name Symbicort. Budesonide with formoterol is a steroid and beta-2 bronchodilator combination for asthma and COPD. Bupropion, brand name Wellbutrin or Zyban. Bupropion is an NDRI antidepressant and also for smoking cessation. Buspirone, brand name Buspar. Buspirone is a medication for anxiety. Calcium with cholecalciferol, or calcium with vitamin D3. Brand name Caltrate or Oscal. Calcium with cholecalciferol is a calcium and vitamin D supplement. Canagliflozin, brand name Invokana. Canagliflozin is an oral medication for diabetes in the SGLT2 inhibitor class. Carvedilol, brand name Coreg. Carvedilol is a beta blocker for high blood pressure and irregular heartbeat. Ceftonir, brand name Omnicef. Ceftonir is a cephalosporin antibiotic. Celecoxib, brand name Celebrex. Celecoxib is a selective COX-2 inhibitor NSAID for pain and inflammation. Cephalexin, brand name Keflex. Cephalexin is a cephalosporin antibiotic. Cetirizine, brand name Zyrtec. Cetirizine is a H1 antihistamine for allergy symptoms. Chlorthalidone, brand name Thalatone Hygroton. Chlorthalidone is a thiazide diuretic for high blood pressure and swelling. Ciprofloxacin, brand name Cipro. Ciprofloxacin is a fluoroquinolone antibiotic. Citalopram, brand name Celexa. Citalopram is an SSRI antidepressant. Clindamycin, brand name Cleocin. Clindamycin is a lincosamide antibiotic. Clonazepam, brand name Klonopin. Clonazepam is a benzodiazepine for anxiety. It's a DEA Schedule IV. Clonidine, brand name Catapress or Capve. Clonidine is an alpha-2 agonist for high blood pressure or ADHD. Clopidogrel, brand name Plavix. Clopidogrel is an antiplatelet blood thinner. Colchicine, brand name Colchris. Colchicine is a tubulin disruptor for gout prevention and treatment. Cyanocobalamin, or vitamin B12. Cyanocobalamin is a vitamin B12 supplement. Cyclobenzaprine, brand name Flexeril. Cyclobenzaprine is a muscle relaxant. Dexmethylphenidate, brand name Focalin. Dexmethylphenidate is a central nervous system stimulant for ADHD. It's a DEA Schedule II. Diazepam, brand name Valium. Diazepam is a benzodiazepine for anxiety. It's a DEA Schedule IV. Diclofenac, brand name Voltaren. Diclofenac is an NSAID for pain and inflammation. Dicyclamine, brand name Bentyl. Dicyclamine is a medication for irritable bowel and cramping. Digoxin, brand name Lanoxin. Digoxin is a cardiac glycoside for heart failure and irregular heartbeat. Diltiazem, brand name Cardizem. Diltiazem is a calcium channel blocker for high blood pressure and abnormal heart rhythms. Divalproex sodium, brand name Depakote. Divalproex sodium is a medication for seizures, bipolar disorder, and migraine prevention. Docusate, brand name Colace. Docusate is a stool softener for constipation. Donepezil, brand name Aricept. Donepezil is a cholinesterase inhibitor for dementia. Doxazosin, brand name Cardura. Doxazosin is an alpha blocker for high blood pressure and enlarged prostate symptoms. Doxycycline, brand name Dorix or Vibramycin. Doxycycline is a tetracycline antibiotic. Dulaglutide, brand name Trulicity. Dulaglutide is an injectable diabetes medication in the GLP-1 analog class. Duloxetine, brand name Cymbalta. Duloxetine is a SNRI antidepressant. Enalapril, brand name Vasotec. Enalapril is an ACE inhibitor for high blood pressure. Ergocalciferol, or vitamin D2, brand name Dristal. Ergocalciferol is a vitamin D supplement. S-citalopram, brand name Lexapro. S-citalopram is an SSRI antidepressant. Esomeprazole, brand name Nexium. Esomeprazole is a proton pump inhibitor for heartburn and GERD. Estradiol, brand name Estrace, Clamera, or Vival Dot. Estradiol is an estrogen hormone. Ethinyl estradiol with desogestrel, brand name Desogen or Mircet. Ethinyl estradiol with desogestrel is an estrogen-progesterone hormone combination. Ethinyl estradiol with drospirenone, brand name Yasmin or Yaz. Ethinyl estradiol with drospirenone is an estrogen-progesterone hormone combination. Ethinyl estradiol with etonogestrel, brand name NuvaRing. Ethinyl estradiol with etonogestrel is an estrogen-progesterone hormone combination. Ethinyl estradiol with levonorgestrel, brand name Elise or Seasonique. Ethinyl estradiol with levonorgestrel is an estrogen-progesterone hormone combination. Ethinylestradiol with norethindrone. Brand name, Loestrin or Ovcon. Ethinylestradiol with norethindrone is an estrogen-progesterone hormone combination. Ethinylestradiol with norgestimate. Brand name, Orthocycline or Orthotricycline. Ethinylestradiol with norgestimate is an estrogen-progesterone hormone combination. Ezetimibe. Brand name, Zetia. Ezetimibe is a medication for high cholesterol. Famotidine. Brand name, Pepcid. Famotidine is a H2 blocker for heartburn and GERD. Fenofibrate. Brand name, Tricor. Fenofibrate is a medication for high cholesterol and triglycerides. Ferrous sulfate, or FeSO4. Brand name, Fiasol. Ferrous sulfate is an iron supplement. Finasteride. Brand name, Proscar or Propecia. Finasteride is a 5-alpha reductase inhibitor for enlarged prostate symptoms or hair loss. Fluconazole. Brand name, Diflucan. Fluconazole is an azole antifungal. Fluoxetine. Brand name, Prozac. Fluoxetine is a SSRI antidepressant. Fluticasone. Brand name, Flonase. Fluticasone is an intranasal steroid for allergy symptoms. Fluticasone with salmeterol. Brand name, Advair. Fluticasone with salmeterol is a steroid and beta-2 bronchodilator combination for asthma and COPD. Folic acid, or synthetic vitamin B9. Folic acid is a folate supplement. Furosemide. Brand name, Lasix. Furosemide is a loop diuretic for swelling. Gabapentin. Brand name, Neurontin. Gabapentin is a medication for seizures and nerve pain. Glimepiride. Brand name, Amaryl. Glimepiride is an oral medication for diabetes in the sulfonylurea class. Glipizide. Brand name, Glucotrol. Glipizide is an oral medication for diabetes in the sulfonylurea class. Guaifenesin. Brand name, Robitussin or Mucinex. Guaifenesin is an expectorant for chest and throat congestion. Guanfacine. Brand name, Tenex or Intuniv. Guanfacine is an alpha-2 agonist for high blood pressure or ADHD. Hydralazine. Brand name, Apresyline. Hydralazine is a vasodilator for high blood pressure. Hydrochlorothiazide, or HCTZ. Brand name, Microzide. Hydrochlorothiazide is a thiazide diuretic for high blood pressure and swelling. Hydrocodone with acetaminophen. Brand name, Norco. Hydrocodone with acetaminophen is an opioid analgesic for moderate to severe pain. It's a DEA Schedule II. Hydrocortisone cream. Brand name, Cortisone. Hydrocortisone cream is a topical steroid for allergic reactions of the skin. Hydroxychloroquine. Brand name, Plaquenil. Hydroxychloroquine is a medication for malaria and rheumatoid arthritis. Hydroxyzine. Brand name, Atarax or Vistaril. Hydroxyzine is a H1 antihistamine for allergy symptoms or anxiety. Ibuprofen. Brand name, Motrin or Advil. Ibuprofen is an NSAID for pain and inflammation. Insulin aspart. Brand name, Novolog. Insulin aspart is a rapid-acting injectable insulin for diabetes. Insulin degludec. Brand name, Tresiba. Insulin degludec is a long-acting injectable insulin for diabetes. Insulin detamir. Brand name, Levemir. Insulin detamir is a long-acting injectable insulin for diabetes. Insulin glargine. Brand name, Lantus or Basaglar. Insulin glargine is a long-acting injectable insulin for diabetes. Insulin Lispro. Brand name, Humalog. Insulin Lispro is a rapid-acting injectable insulin for diabetes. Ipratropium with albuterol. Brand name, Combivent or Duoneb. Ipratropium with albuterol is an anticholinergic beta-2 bronchodilator combination for asthma and COPD. Irbesartan. Brand name, Avapro. Irbesartan is an angiotensin receptor blocker for high blood pressure. Isosorbide mononitrate. Brand name, Imdur. Isosorbide mononitrate is a nitrate vasodilator for chest pain prevention. Ketoconazole. Brand name, Nizoral. Ketoconazole is an azole antifungal. Ketorolac, brand name Toradol. Ketorolac is an NSAID for pain and inflammation. Lamotrigine, brand name Lamictal. Lamotrigine is a medication for seizures and bipolar disorder. Latanoprost, brand name Xalatan. Latanoprost is a prostaglandin analog eye drop for glaucoma. Levetiracetam, brand name Keppra. Levetiracetam is a medication for seizures. Levodopa with carbidopa, brand name Sinemet. Levodopa with carbidopa is a dopamine agonist and decarboxylase inhibitor combination for Parkinson's disease. Levofloxacin, brand name Levaquin. Levofloxacin is a fluoroquinolone antibiotic. Levothyroxine, brand name Synthroid or Levoxyl. Levothyroxine is a thyroid hormone. Linagliptin, brand name Tradjenta. Linagliptin is an oral diabetes medication in the DPP-4 inhibitor class. Liothyronine, brand name Cytomel. Liothyronine is a thyroid hormone. Liraglutide, brand name Victoza. Liraglutide is an injectable diabetes medication in the GLP-1 analog class. Lisdexamfetamine, brand name Vyvanse. Lisdexamfetamine is a central nervous system stimulant for ADHD. It's a DEA Schedule II. Lisinopril, brand name Prenavil or Zestril. Lisinopril is an ACE inhibitor for high blood pressure. Lisinopril HCTZ, brand name Prinzide or Zesteretic. Lisinopril HCTZ is an ACE inhibitor thiazide diuretic combination for high blood pressure. Lithium, brand name Lithobid or Escalith. Lithium is a mood stabilizer for bipolar disorder. Loratadine, brand name Claritin. Loratadine is a H1 antihistamine for allergy symptoms. Lorazepam, brand name Ativan. Lorazepam is a benzodiazepine for anxiety. It's a DEA Schedule IV. Losartan, brand name Cozar. Losartan is an angiotensin receptor blocker for high blood pressure. Losartan HCTZ, brand name Hyzar. Losartan HCTZ is an angiotensin receptor blocker thiazide diuretic combination for high blood pressure. Lovastatin, brand name Mevacor or Ultaprev. Lovastatin is an HMG-CoA reductase inhibitor for high cholesterol. Magnesium oxide or MgO, brand name Magox. Magnesium oxide is a magnesium supplement. Meclizine, brand name Anavert. Meclizine is an antihistamine used for dizziness and motion sickness. Meloxicam, brand name Mobic. Meloxicam is an NSAID for pain and inflammation. Memantine, brand name Namenda. Memantine is an NMDA receptor antagonist for dementia. Metformin, brand name Glucophage. Metformin is an oral medication for diabetes in the biguanide class. Metformin sitagliptin, brand name Janumet. Metformin sitagliptin is a combination oral medication for diabetes. Methocarbamol, brand name Robaxin. Methocarbamol is a muscle relaxant. Methotrexate, brand name Trexol. Methotrexate is a dihydrofolate reductase inhibitor for certain types of cancer and rheumatoid arthritis. Methylphenidate, brand name Ritalin. Methylphenidate is a central nervous system stimulant for ADHD. It's a DEA Schedule II. Methylprednisolone, brand name Medrol. Methylprednisolone is a steroid for allergic reactions or inflammation. Metoprolol, brand name Lopressor or Toprol XL. Metoprolol is a beta blocker for high blood pressure or irregular heartbeat. Metronidazole, brand name Flagyl. Metronidazole is a nitroimidazole antibiotic. Mirtazapine, brand name Remeron. Mirtazapine is a tetracyclic antidepressant. Montelukast, brand name Singulair. Montelukast is a leukotriene receptor antagonist for asthma and allergies. Morphine, brand name Roxanol or MS-Contin. Morphine is an opioid analgesic for moderate to severe pain. It's a DEA Schedule II. Mupirocin, brand name Bactroban. Mupirocin is a topical antibiotic. Naproxen, brand name Naproxen or Anaprox. Naproxen is an NSAID for pain and inflammation. Nebivolol, brand name Bastolic. Nebivolol is a beta blocker for high blood pressure and irregular heartbeat. Nifedipine, brand name Procardia, Adalat CC. Nifedipine is a calcium channel blocker for high blood pressure. Nitrofurantoin, brand name Macrobid or Macrodantin. Nitrofurantoin is a nitrofuran antibiotic. Nitroglycerin, brand name Nitrostat. Nitroglycerin is a nitrate vasodilator for chest pain. Norethindrone, brand name Agestin or Orthomicronor. Norethindrone is a progesterone hormone. Nortriptyline, brand name Pamelor. Nortriptyline is a tricyclic antidepressant. Omega-3 acid ethyl esters, brand name Levasa. Omega-3 acid ethyl esters is a medication for high cholesterol and triglycerides. Omeprazole, brand name Prilosec. Omeprazole is a proton pump inhibitor for heartburn or GERD. Ondansetron, brand name Zofran. Ondansetron is a 5-HT3 antagonist used for nausea and vomiting. Oseltamivir, brand name Tamiflu. Oseltamivir is an antiviral for the influenza virus. Oxcarbazepine, brand name Trileptal. Oxcarbazepine is a medication for seizures. Oxybutynin, brand name Ditropan or Oxytrol. Oxybutynin is a medication for overactive bladder. Oxycodone, brand name Roxicodone or Oxycontin. Oxycodone is an opioid analgesic for moderate to severe pain. It's a DEA Schedule II. Pantoprazole, brand name Protonix. Pantoprazole is a proton pump inhibitor for heartburn and GERD. Paroxetine, brand name Paxil. Paroxetine is an SSRI antidepressant. Phentermine, brand name Adipex. Phentermine is for weight loss. It's a DEA Schedule IV. Pioglitazone, brand name Actos. Pioglitazone is an oral diabetes medication in the TZD class. Polyethylene glycol, brand name Miralax. Polyethylene glycol is a laxative used for constipation or for GI procedure prep. Potassium chloride, or KCl, brand name K-Dur or Chlorcon. Potassium chloride is a potassium supplement. Pramipexole, brand name Mirapex. Pramipexole is a dopamine agonist for Parkinson's disease and restless leg syndrome. Pravastatin, brand name Pravachol. Pravastatin is an HMG-CoA reductase inhibitor for high cholesterol. Prednisolone, brand name Prelone or Orapred. Prednisolone is an oral steroid for allergic reactions and inflammation. Prednisone, brand name Deltazone. Prednisone is an oral steroid for allergic reactions or inflammation. Pregabalin, brand name Lyrica. Pregabalin is a medication for nerve pain. Progesterone, brand name Prometrium. Progesterone is a progesterone hormone. Promethazine, brand name Phenergan. Promethazine is an antihistamine used for nausea and vomiting. Propranolol, brand name Inderol. Propranolol is a beta blocker for high blood pressure or irregular heartbeat. Quetiapine, brand name Seroquel. Quetiapine is an antipsychotic. Ramipril, brand name Altace. Ramipril is an ACE inhibitor for high blood pressure. Ranitidine, brand name Zantac. Ranitidine is a H2 blocker for heartburn and GERD. Risperidone, brand name Risperdal. Risperidone is an antipsychotic. Rivaroxaban, brand name Xarelto. Rivaroxaban is a direct factor Xa inhibitor blood thinner. Rizatriptan, brand name Maxalt. Rizatriptan is a 5-HT1B1D receptor agonist for migraine headache. Ropinirole, brand name Requip. Ropinirole is a dopamine agonist for Parkinson's disease and restless leg syndrome. Rosuvastatin, brand name Crestor. Rosuvastatin is an HMG-CoA reductase inhibitor for high cholesterol. Sertraline, brand name Zoloft. Sertraline is a SSRI antidepressant. Simvastatin, brand name Zocor. Simvastatin is an HMG-CoA reductase inhibitor for high cholesterol. Sitagliptin, brand name Januvia. Sitagliptin is an oral diabetes medication in the DPP-4 inhibitor class. Spironolactone, brand name Aldactone. Spironolactone is a potassium-sparing diuretic for high blood pressure and heart failure. Sulfamethoxazole with trimethoprim, or SMX-TMP, brand name Bactrim or Septra. Sulfamethoxazole with trimethoprim is a sulfonamide antibiotic. Sumatriptan, brand name Imitrex. Sumatriptan is a 5-HT1B1D receptor agonist for migraine headache. Tamsulosin, brand name Flomax. Tamsulosin is a urinary selective alpha blocker for enlarged prostate symptoms. Temazepam, brand name Restoril. Temazepam is a benzodiazepine for sleep. It's a DEA Schedule IV. Terazosin, brand name Hytrin. Terazosin is an alpha blocker for high blood pressure and enlarged prostate symptoms. Testosterone, brand name Androgel, Androderm, Depo-testosterone. Testosterone is a testosterone hormone. Thyroid, brand name Armour Thyroid. Thyroid is a thyroid hormone. Timolol, brand name Timoptic. Timolol is a beta blocker eye drop for glaucoma. Tiotropium, brand name Spiriva. Tiotropium is an anticholinergic bronchodilator for chronic bronchitis, COPD, or emphysema. Tizanidine, brand name Xanaflex. Tizanidine is a muscle relaxant. Topiramate, brand name Topamax. Topiramate is a medication for seizures and migraine prevention. Tramadol, brand name Ultram. Tramadol is an opioid analgesic for moderate to severe pain. It's a DEA Schedule IV. Trazodone, brand name Deseril. Trazodone is a SARI antidepressant. Triamcinolone cream, brand name Aristocort or Kenalog. Triamcinolone cream is a topical steroid for allergic reactions of the skin. Triamterene HCTZ, brand name Maxide or Diazide. Triamterene HCTZ is a diuretic combination for high blood pressure and swelling. Valacyclovir, brand name Valtrex. Valacyclovir is an antiviral for the herpes and varicella virus. Valsartan, brand name Divan. Valsartan is an angiotensin receptor blocker for high blood pressure. Valsartan HCTZ, brand name Divan HCT. Valsartan HCTZ is an angiotensin receptor blocker thiazide diuretic combination for high blood pressure. Venlafaxine, brand name Effexor. Venlafaxine is an SNRI antidepressant. Verapamil, brand name Kalen or Verilin. Verapamil is a calcium channel blocker for high blood pressure and abnormal heart rhythms. Warfarin, brand name Coumadin. Warfarin is a vitamin K antagonist blood thinner. Zolpidem, brand name Ambien. Zolpidem is a non-benzodiazepine for sleep. It's a DEA Schedule IV. Thanks for watching. Please like and share this video with others who may find it helpful, and please subscribe to see more of my drug information videos. Thank you.